Hi, and today, Bill here. Nearly started wrong there. Hi, Bill here. Today, I'll be reviewing Warrior Class. I've been waiting for this figure for a while. Megatronus. Yep, there it is in all its glory. That's Warrior Class finally. And there he is there. I know this camera likes to shine in things. And you can see him there, and there's how to transform him and all that kind of stuff. And of course you can add them into the game with the scanning sticker. So there he is there. I don't know why this isn't focusing in very well. There it is. So now you probably think, oh, did you get him in Asda? No. I checked a few Asdas, even one local to me didn't have it. And then I went up to Glasgow. The other day there with my last review, I stated that I checked Asda in there and they didn't have it in Irvine, which is a bit further away, and further away still is Glasgow. Went up the other day and checked a couple of Asdas there. Even some Toys R Us were close to these Asdas. I checked them. They didn't have any Megatronus in, so the only place that did have it is Hamley's in Glasgow. I'll try and get that in a bit. There it is there, Hamley's, Seanoch, Glasgow, and yeah, it was a bit dearer than Asda's selling it for. It's £17, but when you can't find it anywhere else and that's the only place that sells it and you're wanting it, and I'm hearing a lot of good reviews about it, you know, what you're going to do, you've just got to... That thing's shining too much in that. So yeah, I just had left with a choice just to buy this. Yeah, it's dear, but I think with all the positive reviews it's getting about it and things about getting about it, it's worth it. So there we go. They said, why don't you order it online? Because I saw it there at the time and I just had to get it, and I checked a few other places before I saw this. So it's not like I just went there first and saw it was somewhere else cheaper. It wasn't anywhere else cheaper. So there we go. So yeah, Hamley's has it in now, in Glasgow, and it's £17. So there we go. But I think, I mean, yeah, okay, your own personal preference, how much you want to buy for these figures. But it is a nice figure. And like I said, a lot of people are, okay, if you get it cheaper at Asda, if you have to find it at Asda and get it cheaper there, then you're into a bargain. If not, Hamley's is another place to find it. I think it will start trickling out into other stores. And you may see various prices. Obviously that's the kind of dearer end of it, but yeah, it's definitely starting trickling out into other stores, because up to now it's just been Asda that people have been spotting them in. So definitely a difference. Anyway, I've chunted on enough about that. I'll get this figure open and let you see him. Okay, and here he is in his tank mode. I'll start off with his tank mode. I'll let you see it up close. There it is there. Looks really cool. You can see the missiles moulded in, and the drill screw, the kind of drill bits there on either side. He's looking pretty cool there. And there he is there, all the moulded bits. I know the light shining off of that. And there he is there. The only issue I have with it, you can see his head, even though it's in there. That's the only problem. There is kind of grooves along there. I don't know if there was a piece originally. It slides over that to cover his head up. I don't know if that was original, because it's weird having these two grooves either side there, and there's no purpose for the having the grooves there, because it doesn't serve any purpose when it's in robot mode or tank mode. So it's kind of weird how they're there. Maybe something was meant to go over the top of that to cover his head, I don't know. But he's looking pretty cool. And you can take his gun. You strap it in there, you open these up and strap it in there, and these bits just sit down along that. There's a little catch bit that you can clip it onto, and it sits in there like that, because you can take his gun off after. And just to bring it in, I've got the baby one. there's the Legion size Megatronus. I reviewed that a while back. Yeah. See, you don't see his head there so much. His head's at the bottom. But you can't see it. Okay, you can see it from the back, but it's not as easily seen as that is. You know, it's weird. So there's the wee Megatronus with the big Megatronus. There he is. Oh, I just dropped him. But obviously the difference is you can't take the sword off of that, but that's moulded on. So that's the wee one. And that's cool. Yep, that's him there. Okay. And of course, that does rotate. And the big one rotates as well. That rotates too. It doesn't go up and back, but it doesn't lift up and down. But it does rotate. Although it does catch on these missile launchers at the side. You can get them past, but it will scrape along it, unfortunately. So okay, let's get them into robot mode now. First of all, what you do, you split the tank section open. Oh, he does have wheels so he can roll. So he does roll. Okay, so first you got to do is you split open the cannon section. If I can get the damn thing open. And I'll show you what I mean with that. That actually sits in there, like that. And it comes out of this section here. See, it sits in that groove there. Just plop it in. Make sure that lower bit there is sitting that side of things. See that bit there? It's sitting at that side of it. And that's you. So, I'll take that out. Flip out his hand. You can do it later, but you can flip out his hand. Of course, with the one side you do the same with the other. Flip out his hand. So swing his arms out, that's obviously his arms. Swing them out. Raise the chest plate. Back into position. Lift the head. His head's up, his head does rotate. Right round. It does go up and down slightly. Feet. Unplug it from that. Right, hold on to show you. There's a groove there and a tab there. You normally just tab that in. I know I'm showing you everything backwards here. So when you're reversing the order of how to transform them, you put that into the groove. Okay, so you raise that bit out here. You turn it like that. That concertina's down into there, like that. That bit flips round there, like that. And that's his leg done. And you lower his leg and it's like that. We'll get to how you put his leg after. And you do the same with the other side. You unhook it from that drill bit there. You concertina that thing down there, like that, into there. And you raise that forward like that. And you straighten it. And he's got his legs. And I think that's him in his robot mode. Hold on to a check. Maybe these live at the back. Hold on. Maybe these live at the back. I think they live at the back. And you lower his arms down. Like that. You lower his arms down like that. And when you're reversing it, these push up into there. I'll try and do this, hold on. These push up into there, but make sure they're that way, with that bit sticking up. Along there, that bit along there. Don't have it twisted that way or that way, because it's the wrong way around. Has to go a certain way. Okay, you'll know when you see it, because you'll know the cannon looks upside down if you do it wrong. And you obviously flip out his hand I've just tucked his hand away there. And lower this and twist that. So he's got these shoulder parts, and he's got lovely ratchets. You can hear them there. It's right tight, nice tight ratchets on him, and his legs can move up and down, in and out, because of transformation purposes. It can swivel there, but it can't swivel. It only moves back and forth there. There's no feet. There's no ankle tilt. His legs are look a bit looser. His arms are really stiff. See, his head can move, rotate right round. His arms can move. They're right tight ratchet joints, and they move in and out like that. Both his arms, and they kind of swivel. They don't really swivel. They can move forward and back, and they do move forward right round and back. So he has all the articulation. This bit likes to jump out of there. So that's him, and you can hold his sword in his hand. Hold on, I'll do that right now. Just pop it in there. And that's him holding it in his hand, and that's Megatronus in robot mode. I know people normally do it the other way around. I just like to be different and do it from vehicle to robot, and you just reverse the order of instructions. Actually, talking about instructions, you don't get instructions inside the packaging. You can actually get them on the card like that. They're the instructions right there, how to transform them. So you don't actually get them in the packaging. Normally with Warrior class figures you get the instructions inside the packaging. You don't normally get it like this, but with this one it seems to be different, and you get it actually printed on the back of the card. So there you go, and that is Megatronus, along with Minitronus. So there's Minitronus and there's Megatronus. He's a really nice figure, and he's definitely worth it. He definitely has very good articulation, but watch for these arm joints, because they're really tight. They're really ratchet ones, are really tight. The legs are looser in mine with the ball joints, but the ratchet joints in the arms are really stiff. You might get one similar to that, or you might get one that's different, I don't know. Okay, so that has been... before I go, I was nearly going to sign off there. Yeah, hopefully eventually down the line, like I showed this other one in my last video review, how he comes with the clear armour. This Optimus Prime, obviously it's a lot smaller than Megatronus, but he's a lot bigger than the Warrior, because there's the Legion one there against him. So he's obviously that intermediate size. Hopefully I'll get that size Megatronus with the clear plastic armour that you can fit to him somewhere down the line. There's nothing yet. I mean, in Scotland we've only got him and Sideswipe. We don't have Grimlock yet. So it's a long way off from getting Megatronus, because we don't know if we're going to get a Bumblebee, a Strong Arm, and then we don't know about the Decepticons. So hopefully eventually we'll get that size figures with Decepticons and Megatronus. One other thing I forgot to show is that he is the one that comes with the face and not the face plate. So there you go. So he is the one that comes with the face, because there's supposed to be two versions, isn't there, of this Warrior classes. There's one that comes with the face plate and one that comes with the face. So he's the one with the face. But yeah, I mean, even if you do get the one with the face, you've got this bit that goes over that. So even if you got the one with the face and it was that size of Megatronus, you could have this bit that goes over it and could make a face plate. So that's a long way off. We'll probably see that. It's a long way off, but it could be a possibility that they'll bring Megatronus out in this size. It'd be really cool to see. And with his articulation that these things have, over that of the Legion size characters. You know, I certainly wouldn't say no to something like that, you know, even with the armour attached to it. So it's something to think about, food for thought. We'll hopefully get one. I haven't heard anything anyway, but hopefully we will. But on that note, I'll have to leave you, and that has been Transformers Robots in Disguise Warrior Class Megatronus. Okay, thank you. Bye.